The Arab League was founded in 1945 with a dream: Arab unity, independence, and strength. But ask people today, and you'll hear a harsher description, just for eyewash. And nowhere does that criticism sting more than in Gaza. As bombs fall and civilians suffer, Arab governments give fiery speeches, hold emergency meetings, and condemn Israel, yet somehow, the war drags on.
Palestinians are fleeing Gaza city in huge numbers.
So what's going on? Is the Arab League powerless, or do some Arab states secretly profit from keeping Gaza's fire burning? Let's break it down. The Arab League loves its grand summits, fancy halls, dramatic speeches, and bold declarations of unity. But scratch beneath the surface, and what do you find? Symbolism, not substance. Every major summit, from Cairo to Baghdad, ends with communiques so vague they could mean anything. On Palestine, Syria, or Libya, member states appear united in rhetoric, but in reality, their policies diverge sharply. The League rarely enforces anything. It has no army, no sanctions power, no mechanisms of accountability. It's a stage for political theater, not a driver of real action. Let's look at the big crises. Gaza. Egypt and Qatar broker ceasefires, but the Arab League, as an institution, mostly absent. Syria and Libya. Here Russia, Turkey, and the UN took the lead while the League remained on the sidelines. Sudan and Yemen. Despite repeated statements, interventions were inconsistent and largely symbolic. The hard truth? When wars break out, the Arab League becomes a spectator, not a referee. Worse still, the League often depends on outsiders. Negotiations are handed to the UN, the EU, or individual strong states like Egypt or Saudi Arabia. Even the 2025 Baghdad summit invited Spain, the UN, and the African Union, signaling weakness, not strength. Instead of being the voice of Arabs, the League often looks like it's outsourcing its responsibilities. But why does the League fail again and again? Consensus rule. Every decision requires agreement among all 22 members, making bold action nearly impossible. Divergent interests. Oil-rich Gulf monarchies, fragile Levantine states, and North African republics all want different things. No enforcement power. Unlike NATO or the EU, the League has no real tools, military, legal, or economic, to enforce its words. It was built for symbolic unity, not for practical governance. Ordinary Arabs see through this. They see summits with no outcomes, leaders condemning Israel while doing little to help Palestinians, protests banned during League meetings like in Baghdad 2025, where dissent was silenced. For many, the Arab League is simply an eyewash organization, a tool for elites to look important while avoiding real action. But here's the darker layer. Some Arab regimes may actually benefit from Gaza's endless war. Leaders under pressure use Palestine as a distraction. By pointing at Gaza, they say, the real enemy is Israel, not our corruption or failed economy. Wars mean higher oil prices. Good news for Gulf exporters. Arms deals with the US and Europe surge when tensions are high. After every war, billions flow in for Gaza's reconstruction. Contracts that often benefit Arab firms and governments. Weakening Hamas indirectly weakens Iran, which rivals Saudi Arabia and the UAE. The war becomes a bargaining chip with Washington. If you want stability, keep funding and protecting us. Normalization with Israel can be used as leverage. We'll make peace, but only if you give us what we want first. A never-ending conflict keeps people's anger focused outward, not inward. If Gaza's war ended decisively, rulers could lose their most powerful propaganda tool. For many regimes, a perpetual Palestinian crisis is safer than a final resolution. This doesn't mean ordinary Arabs don't care. Millions truly stand with Gaza. But for their rulers, Gaza has become a card to play, a tool for survival, a bargaining chip with the West, and sometimes a profitable business. That's why summits produce noise but no solutions, because peace would mean losing the card. The Arab League was created to unite and defend Arab nations, but 8 decades later it often serves as a stage for political theater, loud in words, quiet in action. And in Gaza, while people suffer, some leaders quietly benefit from the chaos. So, is the Arab League truly an institution of unity, or just an eyewash designed to protect elites while conflicts drag on? This is the uncomfortable truth behind the Arab League and Gaza. But what do you think? Is Arab unity even possible, or has it become just another illusion? This is Talk Maniac, where we dig past the headlines to uncover the real motives behind global politics. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives.